Welcome back in a series of lectures, Building Planning and Design. In last lecture, we have started discussion on how to draw section of a building. Okay, and in that we have discussed various things, means which things are to be necessary to mention or to show into the section. Okay, so here firstly, we are going to draw the line plan. You can see here, this is the line plan. In that plan, we have considered only one room and another is thing, veranda is there. Okay. Then, after deciding the room sizes and by providing the open spaces, we have to go for uh, drawing a detailed sketch plan. This is nothing but the detailed sketch plan. In that we have to consider the wall thicknesses. Okay, as well as here we have to show the door openings. Okay, means whether door is going to open to this side or that side, as well as uh, dimensions of the window. Also we have to uh, mention in a plan whatever uh, distance we are living from inside or from outside here to the this edge of the window, whatever this distance is there, means on how much distance you are going to provide the window, that also you have to clearly mention it. Otherwise at site that will not be feasible to understand, because of suppose uh, in your mind is there that window we have to place after 1 meter distance from inner surface of the room. Okay, means we have to left 1 meter distance and then we have to provide the window. Okay, and you have not mentioned in that plan, then how uh, that site engineer will get know at which position window we have to place and all those things. Okay, so it is not feasible or it is not good to each and every call to that engineer and ask each and everything at a time at the time of construction of each and every element. Okay, so whatever you are going to draw the plan, it should be self explanatory. Okay, means after seeing it or it should be like that one can read it properly. Okay, means whatever you want to show, okay, or whatever you want after construction, that you have to uh, mention or you have to draw in a detail in a plan. Okay, so at the time of execution, site engineer will be able to draw site engineer will be able to uh, do the actual construction whatever you need. Okay, according to that, it's a position and all those things. Okay, then here, this is nothing but the plan. After planning a detailed sketch plan, we have to go for the drawing elevation. Okay, already we have discussed about the elevation. So in elevation, generally we have to avoid the um dimensions. Okay, means whatever things you are getting from the front side of the building, that you have to put or that you have to draw on a paper. That is nothing but the elevation, or in other words we can say it is a front view, also front view of our building. Okay, then after drawing the elevation, we have to go for the drawing a section. This is the section. Already you have drawn one figure related to the
No, no, no.
Related to the whatever elements are there. Okay, those elements we are using in the building, in a building, basic civil engineering. Okay, might be you have, I think you have drawn uh, section for a single wall. Okay, and in that wall you have shown each and every element. uh, Here, whatever door is there, then after that window, then lintel, chhajja, then after that here beam, then uh, I think we have not shown column. Okay, because of whatever section line was there, which not passing, which not cut to the column, so we will not get that projections, okay, of the column. So whatever things are going to cut at a particular position, we have to show it. Okay, so here now we are going to discuss how to draw the section. Here we have considered one section line, XX section line. This is the XX section line, and whenever you are showing that section line, just you have to use one long line, and then after that two short dashes. Okay, one long dash, and then after that two short dashes. Then after that one long dash, and then two short dashes. In that way, you have to uh, show the section line. Here there is no compulsion. Whatever section line is there, it should pass like this only. Okay, you can draw in this way also. Okay, here you can draw a section line from this point, or this line, this point towards up to here, and then after that you can turn to 90 degree to this side, and then after that you can continue towards the right hand side. In this way also you can go for it, or sometimes it may be u shaped also, like this. Okay, means what, whatever things are there, uh, in that, whatever important things are there, those important things should be included in a section. Means what kind of material we are going to use to construct the particular element or that particular unit. Okay, whenever you want to uh, show it or mention it, then according to that you have to pass a section line in a such a way. Okay, means you are free to select a section line. Means from which point we have to select the section line. Here they have selected section line from this point. Means here whatever windows are there, or whatever openings they have provided to the veranda, those openings also not um, uh, uh, cut by the section line, and that section line they have considered, okay, from this side of the opening. So here whatever part is there of the building cut by a section line, those parts or those elements only we have to show here. Okay, here if you are going to consider, here arrowhead is towards this side, means we have to consider we are observing to this side. Just whatever plan is there of a building, just we have to cut in this way. Okay, means from top to bottom, uh, vertically. So whatever projections you are getting after removing the part number one, if we are going to consider this is the part number one. Okay, just we have to imagine it, whatever part number one is there, we are going to remove it. Okay, and then how, what projections you are getting, means which elements are going to cut by the section line, as well as which things you are observing. Okay, uh, uh, whenever you are looking to this side. Okay, those projections just you have to draw on a paper. That is nothing but the section, and in a section you have to mention each and everything clearly. Means whatever height, building height is there, means whatever room height is there, that also you have to mention here clearly. Then after that, whatever slab thickness is there, thickness of slab also you have to mention it. Then after that, if you are going to provide another floor here, and if you are going to provide flooring here, then you have to show the thickness of that flooring also. Okay. Then here whatever filling is there, plinth filling is there, in that plinth filling what material you are going to fill it, you have to mention it properly, means layer by layer. Okay, suppose first layer you are going to dump or you are going to provide of uh, boulders, means whatever uh, big size of stones are there, those stones you are going to fill uh, in a first part. Okay, and then in a second part, if you are going to uh, provide murum. Okay, because of here, after filling the boulders and all those things, some kind of vacuum will get vacuum will be there, or vacuum will get remained. So to get it filled, that vacuum, and to prepare a dense material, we have to uh, spread murum over the boulders. Okay, so that murum will occupy the pores, whatever remained after placing the boulders and all those things. And then after that, we have to go for the compaction. And then after that, also we have to go for the another layer, means maybe murum or any other material. And then after that, you have to show here, uh, after compaction and all those things, you have to place the flooring. Okay, here whatever flooring is there, or sometimes we go for the PCC also. After providing the uh, murum layer, we go for the PCC also, means whenever we are going to uh, construct the slab. Okay, means whatever scaffolding is required for this slab, to provide support to the scaffolding, or whatever props are there, to provide the support to the props, we need rigid surface. Okay, and to get it rigid surface, we go for the PCC at ground floor level. Okay, so that also you have to show there. Next point is here regarding foundation. Okay, here this is the foundation bed. Okay, generally we are keeping height of the foundation bed as a 300 mm, or sometimes 150 mm also. Because of here, whatever foundation bed is there, the main function of that foundation bed is to provide the level surface. Okay, and to avoid the direct contact of footing and subsoil. For that purpose, we go for the foundation bed. And here, the width of the foundation bed we are keeping more as 150 mm by the width of the footing. Okay, means here, suppose this is the stepped footing you are going to provide. Okay, means in a steps we are going to form by providing the offsets at both the sides to the wall. Okay, here we are going to provide foundation or footing is nothing but whatever section is there, or whatever thickness is there of the wall, that we have to increasing. Okay, in a step by step manner, that is nothing but we are going to provide the foundation. Because of to whatever load is coming on the wall, that we have to distribute on a more area. Okay, on a large surface, to minimize the intensity of that load. For that purpose, we go for the provision of footing to the uh, columns or walls. Okay, so here whatever we are going to provide the footing for walls, generally we use stepped footing. And here whatever steps are there, means whatever height is there of one step, it depends upon what kind of structure is there, as well as how many number of story you are going to construct it, means whether it is a uh, framed structure is there or load bearing structure is there. By considering that, we have to go for it. Okay, if there is a framed structure, then we don't have to go for such kind of arrangement. Only you have to go for the uh, provision of plinth beams, okay, uh, whose level is at ground level, okay, or maybe down the ground level, because of whatever part is there above that uh, plinth beam. We are going to fill the plinth filling, or from outside also here we are going to increasing the level, okay. uh, so instead of going to provision of the footing to the walls in a framed structure, just we have to go for the provision of the plinth beams, and on that plinth beams we have to rest our whatever non-load bearing walls are there. Okay, those non-load bearing walls we have to rest on a plinth beams. Okay, in that way also you can go for it. Means what kind of structure is there, according to that you have to go for it. Then after that, here generally whatever depth is there of each step, uh, we are considering as a height of the brick. Okay, means generally 10 centimeter we are going to consider the height of the brick, that is nothing but the 100 mm. Okay, and whatever horizontal offset we are going to left to each and every step, that is 150 mm. Generally whatever 150 mm offset we are going to provide here. Or another criteria is there, whatever these points are there, this point and this point, whatever inclined line is going to prepare here, okay, or whatever inclined line is there, inclination of that inclined line should be in between 45 degree to 60 degree. By considering that thing, we have to go for the provision of the number of steps as well as number of offsets. Okay, uh, here you have to uh, show such type of footing also to the walls. Okay, then after that you have to show the wall thicknesses, whatever actual wall thicknesses are there you have to show there. Then after that, this is the chajja. Okay, also here uh, you have to show the lintel. But if lintel uh, you have not provided throughout the wall, okay, means suppose here this is the opening, above the opening we are going to provide the lintel. Here also window is there, so above the window opening we are going to provide the lintel. Sometimes what will do, only above the opening we are going to provide the lintel. Okay, not on the not on throughout the wall at a lintel level. Okay, so if we go for in that way, and whatever section line is there, that section line which is not passing through the openings, then there is not necessary to show the uh, lintel and all those things. Means whatever detail is there about lintel, it is not necessary to show there. Okay, because here whatever section line is there which is not passing through any opening here, okay, so we don't have to show here. Then after that, uh, here I think they have considered here, this is the load bearing structure, so they have not considered any kind of beam uh, below the slab. Okay, only they have tried to uh, provide slab as a roof. Okay, and they have directly provided that roof slab over the load bearing walls. Okay, these are the load bearing walls over there. They have provided directly slab. Okay, so here in a framed structure you have to show here beam, because of uh, whatever load is coming on the slab, that load we have to transfer to the supporting beams. Okay, means whatever beams are provided, those beams you have to show here. Okay. uh, and then after that, definitely here you have to show the beams in a framed structure, but in a load bearing structure it is not necessary. And also here you have to mention its material, what kind of material you are going to use for the construction of the uh, beams. Okay, maybe that beam of steel material, or about RCC material. Okay.